Hey everyone, welcome back, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you one of my quickest wins in the London system where I sacked two pieces to absolutely destroy the kingside and checkmate within 18 moves. Now usually the London system in the chess world has this name of being a very dry opening, very boring opening, and it's no fun at all. However, here I'm today going to prove otherwise, and I'm going to show you one of the most aggressive ways you can play the London system, and I've had plenty of games like this before. So let's get going. Hopefully after this video you'll be convinced to try to London yourself sometime. And the opening first couple of moves is natural, basically developing pieces to the squares where you usually develop in the London. Bishop goes to f4, knights on f3 and d2, this light square bishop goes to d3. You get this nice triangle pawn chain, and black castles here, and then I play knight e5, basically centralizing my knight further and eyeing squares like f7 and c6, d7, and you'll see in the future as the game goes on why that's important. Black plays a very common move, queen b6 in the London, where he tries to put pressure on the b2 pawn. I simply play rook b1, protecting the pawn and also aligning my rook with the queen. My opponent plays rook e8, perhaps with the ideas of in the future playing moves like bishop d6, knight d7, f6, e5, where he tries to slowly push forward and also open up the position. Usually if black gets in e5 in the London, black should be fine. Here I play h4. So going back, here white has two options. He can play moves like bishop g3, f4, or he can castle and play the boring dry way as it's usually known for, or you can play h4 and you can be aggressive. And the simple idea with h4 is I want to play g4 next and just completely cruise through on the king side. And this is the fun way to play the London in my opinion. And here black actually has to be careful. In this game, black plays bishop d7 and he's completely unaware of my idea. He just thought I was just randomly pushing my pawn towards the side and there's really no attack, but my intention was to also push the g4 pawn. And here black is already in some sort of iffy position because I'm just threatening to play g5, remove this knight from the f6 square, so then I could take on d7 and just simply win a piece. So he's already under some sort of pressure here, and here he decides to go back and undevelop his bishop, so he leaves room for his knight to drop back. I just continue pressing forward g5, and here black does play knight d7, and that's actually a blunder. Here he should have just played something like knight e4, and it does look like it's losing a pawn here, but that's the best way for black to continue, because after g5, knight d7, here I can actually sacrifice my bishop, the classical bishop sacrifice, take on h7, because my queen is going to come to h5. This f7 pawn is left undefended. My knight and queen will be hitting it, and here black really can't take actually, because as I said, the queen will come in and start gobbling up all the pawns. These pawns will push forward, the rook is gonna be opened up, the bishop will open up. Once I push the other pawns, there's multiple ways to continue and black should be losing. So instead of taking my bishop, he plays king f8 in the game, but that doesn't give him any breathing room because I sack the second piece. I take on f7 with the knight, and it's the same idea. And yeah, black really has no other option here other than to take my knight, and I would just continue with queen h5. And this is what happened in the game. My queen comes out again, and once he goes back, I play bishop g6. I'm hitting the rook, I'm threatening mating one, and it's all toast for black, honestly. In the game he played bishop d6 and then resigned, and I would just take the bishop and checkmate next move. And if you just go back simply, it wasn't really clear of a blunder. He just developed his bishop and he just continued to play his natural game, but g4, and it's already looking very bad for black. And again, just two moves are randomly moving the bishop back and forth, and black is already almost lost because g5 and sacking both of my pieces, opening up the weak king and just checkmating through. So this is a really common theme in the London system if you're playing aggressively, h4, g4, and hopefully you'll try it out soon in the future as well, and hopefully you'll find some success. So thanks for watching and hope to see you next video. Bye.